The Bat family is in the crosshairs of the supervillainous Karma, and he's ready to have them make the ultimate choice: save the lives of the innocent or save themselves. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into Detective Comics issue number 986 and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, the newscast gets us up to speed on what's happening. Karma has kidnapped a school bus full of children and is threatening to blow them up unless Batman sacrifices his own sidekicks. In some kind of weird, dark and gritty rebirth ritual. Obviously this was never gonna happen, but I like there's some whiny parents on the news that say, "We love our kids so much, Batman's a hero, he'll obviously kill those other kids to save ours." This is just the first of many times in this comic I found it hard to sympathize with a group of characters. Now, seeing the threat, Cassandra Cain Orphan decided to leave and help Batman out, even though she was supposed to be staying where Black Lightning could watch her. Jefferson gets all mad at Barbara for letting her leave, even though, if you'll recall in the previous issue, he pretty much admitted defeat that the kids were going to do whatever they wanted to do anyway, and why he's giving Barbara shit is beyond me. Ultimately, though, Orphan choosing to get involved with this fight is maybe the best thing about this issue. Batman says that he's going to go deal with Carmen, that it's up to Orphan to try and save the children. This is difficult because even though she's a master combatant, she's not much for defusing bombs. And that's even before mentioning her awkward, if somewhat still adorable, attempts at trying to put the frightened children at ease. Batman does confront Karma, and you think, here's the big moment where he's gonna take off his mask and be revealed to be someone we didn't think. Only, no, he's exactly the person who we thought he was. He's that Markovian arms dealer. Really? No twist? Nothing out of left field? It's just really that straightforward? Huh, that's unfortunate. I figured there was no way this Karma guy could be so boring and there had to be an extra angle yet to be revealed, but there isn't. He's just really super messed up looking under the mask and wants revenge on Batman for going soft. Fighting Karma is of course an uphill battle for Batman because his alien helmet allows him to read our hero's mind and know what move he's gonna make before he makes it. So, you know, essentially he should be undefeatable, only he isn't undefeatable. Batman manages to get a lucky shot in and attach a bunch of rockets to Karma. This blasts Karma out of a window, but doesn't end up defeating him, and neither Batman nor anyone else in the Bat family decides to give chase to him, instead choosing to help out the kids who didn't need help anyway because it was Black Lightning who came in and used his EMP powers to take care of the bomb. Although the bomb still isn't 100% shut off because we still need a cool action hero moment where all of our heroes escape out of the building before it blows up behind them, making this cool image. Now, you would think with the day being saved and no casualties, it would be time for high fives and back rubs, only no, that's not the case. Batman decides to harangue the sidekicks for helping him, even though he wouldn't have been able to save the day if not for their help. Batman tells his sidekicks that they all better straighten up and fly right and start listening to Black Lightning because, well, he doesn't really give a reason beyond he's abandoned all parental roles. Essentially playing directly into the hands of the bad guy and giving him exactly what he wants. Stranger still, everyone decides to zero on in on Barbara and say that this is all her fault. Again, why are they writing Batgirl like she's a child? It's not like she lives under Batman's roof anymore. She's off in her own book doing her own thing. And heck, in the Tynan run, she was respected enough to have a seat at the table with all the other sidekicks, and she actually got to dunk on Batman a little bit in that story. It's all just so very strange, but none of that ultimately matters. What does matter, though, is Karma is still on the loose, and Batman says to defeat this foe, he's going to have to go to an old master to learn a secret technique, and that master is revealed to be yet another member of the Outsiders. It's Katana, everyone, rocking a brand new costume redesign. And it's right there that the comic officially comes to a close. So that was Detective Comics, everyone, and if you couldn't tell, this issue, much like this entire arc up until now, has really been all over the damn place. Both in terms of content and in terms of quality. Orphan definitely steals the show this issue. She's fun, she's tough, she's everything you want in a sidekick. Batman and the others, though, sadly are far less well served. Batman is just kind of barreling into situations, being pig-headed and stubborn for no real reason. I was complaining about Karma being a boring villain before, and now that we've seen Under the Mask and know that there really is nothing else to this guy than what you see, it's really disappointing. Even poor Black Lightning feels a little schizophrenic in this issue, and that's really unfortunate considering that this entire series up until now seems almost tailor-made to help launch him to a greater stratosphere of fame and notoriety. Overall, I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. The action is good, the stuff with Orphan is good, but the rest of it is just nothing worth writing home about. Hey there everyone, it's Cape Joel again. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I've been working on from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for a comic book trade and don't want to pay a lot of money, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only do you save a bundle, not have to pay for shipping, but everything you buy via my link goes to support me in the channel, which is always nice. So until next time everyone, thanks again for watching, and I will be back again with more comic content that smacks of greatness.